judgment of passengers usually that there is landing बहुत अच्छा था या landing तो बहुत hard था. Okay, so for pilots actually landing is a good landing with multiple metrics. So there are different metrics whether the aircraft did land on the center line or not,
and at the correct
aiming point markers where you intended to touch down at. Okay, and then the third one comes that what was the G of the landing, right? What was the load factor of the landing? Like, yeah, so that is really something that everyone would judge a landing only on the basis of how hard or how soft was the landing.
There are a lot of conditions need to be taken into account, like when you think of that particular, of course it depends on the type of aircraft, the technique would differ. Of course, even in that aircraft, depending on what engine it is, the technique would differ. If it is 320, 321, it will vary slightly. What is the weight of the aircraft on that day? On that it will change.
Right, that is
what is the winds? According to that it would change. Then depending on what is the upslope, whether it is upslope on the runway, or if there are gusty conditions in the afternoon because of thermals, the land gets heated, like especially Hyderabad, Bangalore, Nagpur, these places where there are a lot of thermal activities because of that airport being inland. So in that case, then if you consider monsoon in Bombay is another terrible thing. Wet runway where there are so many runway excursions have happened. So in that case, the techniques need to be varied, as well as because of nighttime fog illusions, there are techniques. You need to know what you will perceive it and what is actually coming to you. So these things you have to keep in mind before you know where you are going to flare and where you are going to, how much you are going to flare, when you are going to reduce the thrust. So that's that develops with experience, but to come to the point and really improve yourself at every landing that you do is a pilot's skill.
Yes. So it's same for us. Like in private pilot, we used to get nervous when we were asked to do a short fill landing, but as we inch to a commercial pilot license, we are confident that we could do it no matter any time, any conditions. So with experience, your skill definitely improves.
So as a JFO, I remember when some thermals used to be there, I used to be like, oh my god, this is too much to handle. And now with 4,500 hours of experience, now can deal with it like any other day. But still, of course, caution needs to be taken. But now it is manageable and makes it more easier compared to before.
Yes, I agree that pilot training is challenging and pilot job demands a lot.
Yes, that's absolutely right. But if you put in that much effort, your lifestyle, as you get that seat in the cockpit,